Hi, this is Dr. Cathy from Positive Elements Behaviour Vet. We're going to talk about mat training. Mat training is probably one of the best things you can teach your dog at any age. We usually recommend to start it when they are a puppy. Mat training is to ask your dog to go to a bed or a station to lie down and relax. Mat training is super useful in many situations. We can teach our dog to relax on cue. They can learn to greet people politely. It can help them to manage their emotions, particularly in highly stimulating situations, such as when you're out in the cafe or when you're having visitors at home. It is a way for us to tell them everything is okay. We can send them away and keep them occupied when their attention is not needed. We can also use it to redirect any unwanted behavior. We can even use it to teach them not to be afraid of unusual texture or surfaces. These are only some of the applications of mat training. I often use it to manage my patients with mental health conditions such as anxiety and extreme reactivity. Okay, let's get into the details of teaching your dog to settle down on a mat. When teaching your dog something new, make sure we first use the lure. I threw a treat onto the bed so that Hobbs will walk into the bed. This will help the dog to perform the behavior that you are asking for, and then we can reward it and shape it to the final behavior that we want to achieve. Another thing is make sure your body language is consistent. Because animals pay a lot of attention to body language. Watch me teaching Hobbs to go to her bed. I stood on the left-hand side of the bed and I always use my left hand when I cue go to bed. When I reach out my right hand, I was cueing touch. Touch is a type of target training that I have explained in another video. I'll put the link of the video in the description. I'm using two different cues because I want Hobbs to walk in and out of the bed. I also used a marker, yes, when Hobbs did the behavior I asked for. The word yes means you have done it correctly and there will be a reward for you. So when I see Hobbs has the intention to walk to the bed or putting her front feet onto the bed, I mark it with a yes so she knows she is on the right track. Watch her body language closely. She looks a lot more relaxed when she was doing touch. And there is a bit of hesitation and uncertainty when she was doing go to bed. It is completely normal because go to bed is a new word for her. This is why positive reinforcement is the best method to teach an animal. It helps them to build more confidence and give them more motivation to learn. Hobbs has been doing so well, so I stopped using a lure here to see if she actually understands the cue. But when I dropped the lure, she couldn't do the behavior for me, so I went back to using a lure. It is absolutely fine to use the lure again because we have only been doing this for the last 3 minutes. But you can see the progression of Hobbs. She doesn't want to leave the bed now because she's starting to understand staying in the bed will earn her some treat. And now she decided to walk away because I have been working her brain really hard. Let's watch this training session again with sound.
Yes. 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 Touch. Yes. You ready? Yes. Touch. Yes. You ready? Yes.
I want to show you one of the applications of mat training. My dog Hailey, who is sitting at the back of the room, she usually gets really excited when she waits for her dinner. She will start spinning and running around. So I decided to use the mat to ask her to wait for her dinner more patiently. It helps her to have better impulse control and to have control of her own emotions. Ask her to go to the mat when we are preparing her dinner, actually stop that spinning behavior. We know that all species learn similarly. When something pleasant happens following a behavior, the behavior gets reinforced. So feel free to try mat training if you have other pets at home.
Right? Yes.
That's it for today. I will see you in the next video.